the Indian culture, protectiveness is
mistaken for love.
Is mistaken for love, which I don't really blame them for. But I think this is a massive misconception that needs to be addressed. You know, everybody was making fun of me, but I was weeping and I was like, have I given him this cold? Have I given him this cough? And
no, of course.
I was just crying and crying, and everyone's like, what's wrong with you? I did not screech in excitement, but I took a deep breath and I was like, oh my God, like now life changes at this moment. You know, I think some actors just played very safe.
Yeah.
Right? Because they don't want to experiment so much with fashion. I think this also came across in a time when just being on the internet is a struggle.
Dabur Vita, what women want. Powered by Tirupati Edible Oils on Mirchi Plus.
Hello and welcome to Dabur Vita, what women want on Mirchi Plus. आज हमारे शो पर एक ऐसी गेस्ट है जिसका कंटेंट देखकर सारे इंडियंस प्राउड फील करते हैं. She is a fashion icon, a new mom, and above all, a role model to many young Indian women. Please welcome content creator Masoom Minawala.
Hello. Hi.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me. Thank you for having me.
It's a pleasure. I also follow you and follow your content.
Oh my God, I had no idea.
And how glamorous you were through your pregnancy and all your pregnancy looks in Paris. I was also watching and enjoying all of this.
No, I enjoyed my pregnancy.
Lovely.
I think, you know, I've been creating fashion content for so long that suddenly I had like this new palette to play with, like a new canvas with the bump.
Yeah,
so I was kind of like reinventing
looks. And you looked so good, and like, I mean, you looked so fit also, you know.
Listen, coming from the person who's literally set like pregnancy goals for all of us.
No, you took it a notch higher.
No, not at all.
But you know, आप एक global celebrity, like a global fashion icon मानी जाती हो, और अब you've also become a new mom. So now, like, what's his wardrobe like?
Oh my God.
And your baby's just like 2 months, you said.
Yeah, he's 2 months old. I wasn't really, you know, I'm because of my job, I think I'm just surrounded by so many products and things, and you know, just the items keep flowing. Like, you know what, the packages come, they don't stop coming, right?
Oh my God! So you do have I'm sure you have a separate room for that.
It gets crazy, of course. But when it came to my baby, I was like, I really want to go very minimal, right? Like, this is a choice I'm making. I really want to be very, very minimal with the things I'm going to buy him, because anyways, he's going to grow out of things so quickly.
Yeah, exactly.
So even I surprised myself. Everyone thought I would be like really into it and those baby lists, but I was like...
Chill.
I was very chill, very chill. And he's like, my mom tells me every day that he really needs clothes. Just because you have so many.
Doesn't mean
And I'm not overly shopping for him. Keeping it very minimal.
Nice.
I want him to figure out his own style.
There's a long way for that.
I know.
So as you know, Indian culture mein, you know, women kind of they hesitate to dress boldly, you know. So what advice would you give to all these young girls who kind of, you know, are scared to express themselves through fashion?
I think I was one of them, to be really honest. You know, I'm a Gujarati.
Right.
And in my family as well, while growing up, there were lots of restrictions when it came to dressing up.
Oh, really?
Yeah. There was a time where, like, I was not allowed to wear sleeveless clothes.
Oh,
I said,
God.
what is there in your arms, you know?
Your parents would be like, strict about it.
Yes. I mean, he's going to kill me. But my dad, he literally was not okay with me wearing sleeveless. And it's also unfair, and also coming from a place where it almost doesn't make sense, right? But I think in the Indian culture, protectiveness is
mistaken for love.
And I think they find that, you know, it's a beautiful way to express their love, which I don't really blame them for. But I think this is a massive misconception that needs to be addressed.
No, absolutely.
Like being protective, like in relationships or as parents, you know, even while you're dating, like, that's not a thing. You don't tell anyone.
But your mom was relaxed?
My mom was very relaxed. In fact, my grandfather was very relaxed. So my grandfather would always tell my dad that let her wear what she wants, and she looks so good in shorts, that's what she should be wearing.
Yeah, and it's fine. And now he's okay.
He's completely
now with the
okay.
Whole,
of course.
You know,
but something I realized, absolutely. And something that I realized is that you know, sometimes we walk into a room or walk into a situation kind of looking for that approval. You know, when we go with that sense of hesitation, when you go in front of a friend and you're like, does this look okay? Versus when you go with that strength and that confidence that I'm looking okay.
Which you have.
Yeah, I think it's taken years. It's literally taken years.
So now your parents, husband, all are very, very supportive, obviously.
I mean, yes, and I'm also not actively looking for their support.
Yeah, very
right.
good.
As women, like, I don't know why we need so much support.
Yeah, I mean, you can just do it on your own.
We can just do it ourselves, and we don't really need a stamp of approval every step of the way.
Right.
Which we're kind of ingrained to keep looking for.
Yeah.
And I think it's okay. Now I do something. I just wore something last week, actually, which I know got many disapproved looks.
Oh, God.
And I was like, oh, God, it's okay.
Yeah, you're not looking for their approval anyway.
I'm not. I'm like, there is so much we're dealing with ourselves. I've just had a baby. I'm dealing with a postpartum body.
Yeah.
Nothing fits.
No, but that's fine. You know,
so
you
I'm
have
like,
like
listen, if
two
something
babies like 2 months old.
And if something fits and I think it's looking great, I deserve that moment, and I'm not bothered then about anyone's.
No, absolutely. And now you've obviously joined the mommy club recently.
Yes. I need all the tips.
No, please, you don't need any tips.
No.
But
sure.
Since you have, we're going to play this fun game on parenting. Okay. It's the Dabur Vita 7 stars of parenting game. Okay. So I'm going to give you a situation, a parenting situation, and you have to rate that situation between 1 and 7 stars. So the first situation is when your child grips your finger.
That's a 7-star situation.
Yeah, no, that'll be like...
Right now, the 7-star situation is him just looking at me.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh my God, like that's such a big win.
Yeah, but now they're sleeping.
I know, but he's opening his eyes.
Yeah, now
I'm like,
of course.
You know, in that rare moment where he's staring at me in the eyes, I'm like 7 stars.
And you don't want to miss that.
Yeah. I have to point out that photo that you put up, it's really just, it was so, at this moment, talking about San's and Jay's birthday, it was so empowering in the most, I mean, you posted for his birthday and I'm sure your thought was different, but genuinely for us, sitting and watching that was very empowering because you're at work. You know, it almost gives all of us so much strength to just continue
but
doing
of course, all mothers have to support. We're the mommy bunch now. Yeah. When your child falls ill.
0 stars. I've dealt with that. And
oh God.
Terrible.
Has he already started that cold cough?
He had it at week 2. And everybody was making fun of me, but I was weeping and I was like, have I given him this cold? Have I given him this cough? And
no, of course.
I was just crying and everyone's like, what's wrong with you?
Yeah.
But 0 stars. Oh my God.
Terrible, it's the worst I think for the mother, it's disastrous. Baby smell.
Oh my God. 7 stars.
Yeah, no, that
so
bath time
smell. So either a 7 or a 1.
Yeah. That bath time smell. Yeah. Midnight feeds and burps.
I'd give it a 3 stars because it also has a little bit of, that intimacy to it. It also has that connection.
But I always found like night feeds and burp time also stressful because it's always like worry that he would throw up.
Oh, I love burp time. I just love it.
Oh, you love it doing that.
Yeah, I love it. I love that they're like, close to you.
Yeah,
and I enjoy it.
So then you enjoy it. So then it should be more than 3 stars.
Yeah, but midnight feeds is also there.
Yeah, midnight feeds, combination. Finding out you were pregnant.
5 stars.
5 stars. You were happy.
I was very happy. But I definitely took some time to accept it. I was like, my life is about to change. And
but
it was a very I took a deep breath. I did not screech in excitement. But I took a deep breath and I was like, oh my God, like now life changes at this moment. But of course, I was elated.
Then, so 5.
5.
Mom guilt when you're working.
Oh my God, I hate this. But which is why he's in the vanity van right now, right? Because I'm always trying to make up for that lost time, that lost moment. And I'm just wondering who I'm going to be.
Yeah.
So while walking here, I had to ask, if they asked me if I can ask you a question, what would it be? And I was going to ask you how you actually deal with that. Because it's so tricky.
I mean, I know. But that you can't ask me a question now. This is your interview going on. You have to save all your questions for that time, so you said mom guilt. I think it's 1.
Terrible, yeah, 1.
1. It would be, no? I think you were quite honest. So cheers to that. Mine has green tea. But thank you. You've been a sport. So now I'm going to like put you on the spot? A little bit of
Please
again, a little
don't,
bit.
yeah,
Come on,
please don't.
Listen, you're a fashion icon, fashion, content creator. Now you have to be put on the spot.
Listen, we have to deal with the internet all day. At least that time it's not live, so we get some time to,
No. This is now like you now have to do this.
Okay,
so you
done.
have to rate
Okay,
all
done.
these actors
Okay.
according to their fashion sense.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and be honest about
Okay,
it. It's
done.
fun also, yeah.
Okay, it's fun, it's fun.
According to their, like,
Are you
who's
on the
most
list?
stylish.
No.
No. So now, Karan Johar, Urfi, Ranveer Singh, Janvi Kapoor, and Urvashi Rautela. You got 5.
Okay. So I would say Ranveer Singh
Is 1.
is 1. Karan Johar, Janvi Kapoor, Urfi, Urvashi.
Urfi, Urvashi. Okay, nice. Not bad, huh?
Yeah.
You've been quite honest.
Yeah, very honest. I think.
Very, very honest. Which Bollywood actors, according to you, need to up their style game?
Listen, oh my God.
Now, since you've been honest, I've got
Wow.
greedy now. Come on,
No,
let's
no,
have some
don't
fun.
get greedy. Don't get greedy. But I don't think I would put it that way. I think the way I would say it is, I think there's a lot of potential in places, I think some actors just play it very safe.
Yeah.
Right? Because they don't want to experiment so much with fashion. They prefer to just stay to their,
Of course. Their
side of the
comfort
car. Yeah,
zone
their
or
comfort
whatever.
zone. But I think an actor that could do a lot and is not doing so is Varun Dhawan.
Varun Dhawan.
Yeah.
Okay. In terms of fashion.
In terms of fashion, like he has that great energy and
yeah.
that could really translate well into a more solid fashion personality.
Okay. So you've said male and female?
Female, I think Kareena Kapoor.
Yeah.
Lots of potential there.
They're not experimental.
Yeah,
in terms
I
of
think she's
fashion.
not very experimental. She's very safe.
Okay.
She's very safe and you see her in one kind of silhouette. But I think if she experiments more.
Love. But kabhi, this is also another fun question which I like, is that kabhi aise hota hai that product itni achhi nahi hoti hai,
Yeah.
but budget bahut acha hota hai. I'm sure we've all maybe had this kind of situation at some point or the other. So how does it work? Have you ever endorsed such a brand? Be honest about that.
100% I have.
Oh!
In the beginning.
Okay.
I'm adding that disclaimer. I have in the beginning. I would say more than once.
Huh.
Right? And then I kind of realized that this is a really terrible strategy that I'm picking up on, because what happens in our industry is that community trust is so damn important. Yeah. So you recommend a product,
of course, and your people who are following
and then
you
they don't like it, and then they get frustrated. You've lost the next 25 deals.
Yeah.
Because brands are very intelligent, right? They're looking at that engagement. They're looking at how that community is interacting with you.
I think more so nowadays, though, it's like...
Yeah. It's
they
so important. And so I took that deal, and that time I could have taken that deal thinking, okay, this is... And listen, I'm like a half Guju, half Maru. So it's very hard for me to say no
to... It's a deadly combination.
Deadly combo. It's very hard for me to say no to a good paycheck. But I'm also making that decision now strategically that the priority for me is that community trust.
Yeah,
if I have that, I don't have to worry so much about the paychecks, right?
Right.
That being that authenticity.
So that's really...
And we have so many content creators now. We have it's a busy industry. It's something that's really...
It's booming, right? Yeah, absolutely. So fans को ऐसे लगता है कि celebs का पूरा wardrobe is fully sponsored. Because now, I mean, of course, every celebrity is wearing every designer brand, every, influencer is wearing, they also like wearing, top to toe designer clothes. So, how much % of your wardrobe is sponsored and how much is not? Tell me the truth. I'm excited about this answer. Huh?
No, for sure. A lot of it is sponsored.
Okay.
But I think the misconception is that everyone thinks sponsored means it's a gift and rakh lo. It's not. Like you have to return it.
Okay, so you're wearing it and then...
Yeah, it's a sourced outfit that you have to give the brand credits for and tags for.
Okay.
Right? So it's a barter as much as it looks as a major benefit, and it is a huge benefit of the job. But the brand is only agreeing to give you the clothes. Listen, unless you're Kareena Kapoor Khan, then it's a no questions asked policy.
No, not
but if
at
you're
all. Not at all.
But if you're like, for me, the brand also has they make a very, how do I say it? A very calculated decision.
Yeah.
That is she the right fit for our brand? Do we want her to wear our clothes? Where is she going to wear it? Brands, I repeat, have become so intelligent.
Yeah.
You know,
So they ask all these
they're
questions
ensuring that you're
before.
wearing it at an event that's appropriate for their brand.
Appropriate for their brand,
Yeah.
or their visibility is going to be a lot
Of
more.
course, and you have to
if you
ensure
go.
that you credit them and tag them.
But you
so-
get to keep some of the clothes.
You get to keep some of them.
Yeah.
Yes, you do get to keep some of them, but I don't think it's not a very large percentage in my case.
Uh-huh.
Also, what happens is I genuinely feel like there are so many clothes and so many events and trends are changing so fast that I would much rather there is like storing the clothes and
Yeah.
you know that's a whole
Yeah.
other
No, but then they become vintage, so.
yeah. No, so the way I think about it is that it's a sample piece anyways now that I've worn it.
Right.
Right? If I don't think I'm going to be wearing it again,
Yeah.
I'm happy to give it back to the brand because they can use it for shoots. If I'm not going to be wearing it again, I don't want to kind of keep
Yeah,
it away
then
in my
just-
wardrobe.
yeah.
I would rather
So you would
just
say
return
you're
it.
the percentage of your wardrobe of like clothes that you've probably like gifted, kept or whatever is 30, 40,
Yeah, I'd
20,
say 40%.
30, 40%.
Yes.
The rest you've all like shopped and bought and whatever. Yeah.
Listen, you're not going to believe me, but I'm not a crazy shopper at all.
But you're like with products and clothes all day. You're just like, I, don't
know,
want to be
exactly right. And I
Yeah.
feel like I have the best at my fingertips through work.
Yeah.
I'm never
exactly.
satisfied with what I get like elsewhere. And, you
Yeah.
know,
Because you're used to those
Yeah.
exclusive couture
Yeah,
pieces and everything.
No,
yeah.
even like, not even couture, even what I'm wearing today, it's just so chic.
Yeah.
So a lot of the times when I end up discovering brands through my work and I, want to wear them.
Yeah,
and-
now we have so many lovely Indian designers.
Oh my God.
My God. So it's lovely. I think it's great. Masoom, industry ka stereotype hota hai ki when, a woman has a baby, career takes a backseat. So how is your husband, Shalin? How is he kind of balancing work and, personal life?
I have told him that he's going to be put to the test. So I'm at my mom's house right now and I'm
Right.
going to go to him soon. And I've prepared him because...
But why? You're still staying at your mom's house.
Yeah.
So why, 40 days hota hai na?
But I have to go to Europe now, so he can't take that flight right now, my baby. So now he can take it next week and then I'm going to fly.
Oh, you're taking
Yes.
him with you.
Yeah, I'm going to take him with me and
Lovely.
I've told him that, listen, he's been coming with me to shoot
Uh-huh.
all the time and every day. This is our third trip to Mehboob Studios. So I was like, he's also going to come with you to tenders and auctions because that's what my husband does. I said,
Okay.
I'm going to send him.
Yeah,
along.
why not?
Yeah.
I mean, like, it has to be like, the work-life
to
balance.
be.
So, Masoom, tum itni badi fashion icon ho, so we would like to know your opinion about, like, what the styling was like in these recent films. I'm going to kind of,
wow.
tell
Okay.
you, but you have to rate it in poo style. Because
Oh
it has to
my
be
God.
minus, not applicable, or a 10, the perfect 10.
Okay, fine, done.
Okay, so you have to. So let's go. Number 1 is Deepika and Gehraiyan.
10.
10. Stunning,
Am I saying it
stunning.
really badly? Am I doing a
No, it
very
has to be
bad
like just like a
poo?
10.
Listen, my best friend is going to be so upset with this improv because she does poo like
Really?
brilliantly. But yeah, okay, but a 10.
A 10.
Stunning.
The styling was just,
It was just incredible.
Incredible.
So easy, relaxed.
yeah,
And
love that.
I think we needed that like refreshment.
Yeah, to like just make it chill.
Yeah.
Alia and Gangubai.
10.
10. Stunning, of course.
Stunning and like, I think her fashion was telling the story.
Yeah.
Sometimes it was
The
just a fashion
sarees.
like speaking.
Yeah.
It was beautiful.
No, absolutely.
And even in those
stunning.
details, that bindi became like,
Yeah,
it was like
became
the
a-
logo
yeah.
of Gangu.
Yeah, absolutely. Ananya Pandey in Liger.
I didn't watch it.
You didn't watch it.
Not applicable.
Because you really are not applicable, you didn't watch it. Ranveer Singh in Circus.
Minus.
Minus. See, you're doing a great job. You're like
trying.
minus. Shah Rukh in Pathan.
Fab.
Fab.
10
10.
for sure.
10. Absolute. Yeah, he was amazing. Amir in Lal Singh Chadda.
That's
Yeah.
what you would say, right?
Yeah, no? Like, yeah. There's no number, it's just like a sound, huh? Yeah, fair enough. आप meditation and affirmations में बहुत विश्वास करती हो. So how has that changed, your entire process or your entire life?
It's completely changed my life because I think that is when I'm spending time reflecting. right? I think we're so busy.
Yeah, the whole day content creating.
Yeah,
doing
as
all
in
of that.
all of us, right? Like no matter what occupation we're all in, we're just so busy. And we're so busy talking to people or doing our jobs that, just even being at home and being a mom, that you're so busy, just everything is always going outwards. We rarely find time to actually reflect on what's happened.
Right.
And I think these are practices that allow me to do that. And I think they allow me to hold on to that moment a little bit more. Right? They also give me the direction to plan better. And I think this also came across in a time when just being on the internet is a struggle, right? Like the pressure of showing up, the pressure of others' opinions. And I love what I do, like to be really honest.
I can
So
see you really enjoy it.
I thoroughly enjoy it. And there came a time where I was like, if I don't change my internal journey, I'm going to be out of this job soon.
Yeah, because
Right?
it's just going
It's going to get to me.
completely-
It's going to get to me.
100%.
It's going to get to my mental health, which is going to then trickle down to my family life. I just don't want all of that.
Yeah.
So I don't meditate every day, but I journal every morning.
Okay.
So there's a good 20 minutes that I have to myself in the morning. Since the last 2 months, my son is also a part of this routine.
Okay.
Because my mornings are dedicated to his morning feed.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
he has now become a part of this routine.
Yeah.
So I play my morning affirmations.
Right.
It's a simple playlist that I have that I've
Yeah.
literally put together on YouTube. And I journal, about what I hope my day to be. What direction do I want to go in? Even in like really difficult times, like sometimes I mean, you're an ace at this, but sometimes I find myself at these like global events which can get a bit intense.
Yeah, of course.
And in those moments you're kind of like crippled with a lot of fear and what ifs and how do I do this and how do I find the confidence, and I also have not had a lot of people around me like through the years. Like now I have a really great team.
Yeah, now
But
they're all together.
That's very now.
Yeah.
That's not how I've come till here.
Yeah.
So, and I think in those moments, just being able to, it's that practice of journaling that has really helped me.
Okay.
Where I'm able to write down
Yeah.
and express, and then able to change the narrative.
Yeah.
So much of what we do is the narrative and the story we tell ourselves, right?
Every day.
Even with fashion, like when we were talking in the beginning about looking for that other person's opinion, it's just that when you tell yourself that, listen, I'm looking great, I'm looking fab, and you walk into the room, everything just
Yeah,
changes.
you feel that. Yeah,
Your
yeah.
body language is different.
No, of course. अगर पेरेंटिंग की नई परंपरा देखी जाए तो द वे टुडेज मदर्स केयर फॉर देयर बेबी सेंसिटिव स्किन इज वेरी डिफरेंट फ्रॉम बिफोर सो हाउ पर्टिकुलर आर यू अबाउट योर बेबी स्किन
I'm very particular because I don't have a choice.
Yeah, of course.
I've had every,
So any of the, like, I mean, are you enjoying using all the products or
I
like
really am. And then every time there's like a little bit of a rash. And I was just like, I'm of course fussing over it, but the
all
family
the diaper rashes?
and the family was like, oh my God, ye kyun hua? Oh my God, how did this happen? Listen, is everything okay? That's why I was like, I have to.
Yeah, it's the most normal thing, right?
It's the
Having
most
a
normal
diaper
thing.
rash, but you
know.
have to take care.
I
That's
know.
also, I think, that your journey has just begun. My God,
Exactly.
Because my
So
baby's 2.
Yeah.
He's just getting out of the whole phase
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
Because the first 2 years are very crucial.
Yeah.
Like the focus on, bath time, skin, everything. I think,
absolutely.
like it's
Absolutely,
just,
for sure.
and they're using a lot more diapers at that time.
Yeah.
Right? Oh, God. So finally, you get to ask me what you wanted to ask me at the beginning of the show, which
So
is
should
a
I put
question.
you on the spot?
No, you
Should
were
I
going to
ask
ask me something on parenting.
Should I ask you to rate your favorite actresses or their fashion sense?
No, you said you want to ask me something on parenting.
Okay, but I actually do. And this is a very genuine question.
Good.
But how everyone talks about balance, right? And I know it doesn't exist.
Yeah, I mean, there's
It-
always going to
yeah.
be that time where you will have to leave your baby.
But how do you navigate that being a mom? So I thought balance was a thing before I had a baby.
Yeah.
And I thought, navigating this like personal and professional life.
Yeah.
And now it's like, oh my God. Like,
yeah, now it's like overwhelming, no? Because
Yeah.
it's like that's your child. You don't want to miss out on any single moment of theirs, while at the same time you still want to enjoy your job and your profession of what you want to do. So yeah, I mean,
how do you deal with that?
I think you just have to know that it is a sacrifice. But also, I think as your child grows up, they'll know that, they have both working parents. They also know that the fact that their mother has worked, for them, I think they'll learn to respect women a lot more, especially sons. I believe
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, no, that's so true.
So, well, I have a lovely gift for you, which especially.
Thank you.
Thank you for
so
coming on the
much.
show.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, it's been a
This
pleasure.
was super fun.
Yes,
Super
it
fun.
was. But I can't let you go now.
Okay.
Because we have to take the perfect selfie
Sure.
in front of my mirror out there.
Okay, done. A selfie.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Lovely
So
chatting
nice
with you.
to meet you.
Signing off now on Dabur Vita What Women Want, the complete health drink for 7 vital growth needs. See you soon. To watch more episodes of What Women Want, click here.